Hi everyone, it's that time of the year again, and it is what I am burning now, and it's November, and it's a good thing that I decided to wait this weekend to do the video instead of doing it last weekend, because the weather has been so unusually warm. There's Mambo, and it's his birthday actually. His birthday was yesterday. It was 6 years ago, around this time of the year, Thanksgiving, when he showed up on my doorstep. So I celebrated his birthday yesterday because the November 18th was the first full day that he stayed in the house. And I actually brought him in the day before. So anyway, happy birthday, Mambo. So what was I saying? So the weather in November has been so unusually warm. I mean, today's Sunday. Friday, it was in the 70s, and I was walking by the beach without even a jacket on. And the very next day, it was snowing. So it's just been crazy, crazy, crazy. So it's finally feeling like November. Thanksgiving is just a few days away. I'm finally getting in the mood for my fall scents, and it's almost time to switch to holiday. As far as my decor, I didn't do too much different. I did change a few things around, simplified yet again. But I got a few new pieces too that I'm excited to show you. And one of them is this sphere. I've been kind of obsessed with Valerie Parhill from QVC this month, and you're going to see a lot of her stuff when I do my December video. But I couldn't resist doing a few pieces. This is a sphere. She sells them in the set of 3 in the amber. They come like large, medium, small. This is the smallest size. And basically I put it here because I just had no place else to put it, and I wanted to put it out somewhere. So it's just resting on top of my lantern. I think it's kind of cool looking there. Okay, and over here, this is an Henri Bendel candle in the scent Amber. And to me, amber reminds me a lot of a perfume I used to wear back in the 80s, 90s, and I still like it, and that is Opium. And unfortunately, this candle is now discontinued. So when I found that out, I actually stocked up on it. Had a friend in California who had a Henri Bendel store where they had some in stock, so I ended up having it shipped to me. I think I ordered like 12 of them. And it's just almost like an incensey type smell. If you don't know what it smells like, go to the department stores, sniff a bottle of the perfume Opium, and it'll give you an idea of what it smells like. And it's doing pretty well. I've had this going for a few hours now. Normally these candles, you burn for about 3 hours and that's it. So I think it's actually probably getting to that 3.5 hour mark right now. Okay, on my dresser, nothing fancy, just some tea lights in Napa Valley Sun. Okay, I did change up my dresser a little bit to simplify. Once again, these are the pedestals from Valerie from QVC. They illuminate, and they have a mirrored insert, which I have the mirror on top right now that you can see. And it fits the Yankee Candle fractal jar holder perfectly. This is the medium size. So what I have in here right now is a Daylight from Kringle. It's from their Country Candle line, and this is in, what do I have in here? This is in the scent Vanilla Orchid, which is basically kind of like vanilla sandalwood scent, but a little bit more on the vanilla side. And I think it's just a perfect blender scent for, I have another Henri Bendel candle here in the set Velvet Oud, which is one of my favorites. And this is Velvet Oud. I did a review on it. It's like a rose scent with raspberry and sandalwood, but mostly it's rose. And I actually have it in the Yankee Candle Cloche, which, it's the perfect size for holding the Henri Bendel candles. And it also holds like a Yankee Candle small tumbler. So, same thing over here. I have the Daylight in Vanilla Orchid. And it's simple, but it's pretty. Okay, so I'm in my computer room. I decided to change it up a bit because I had the red going for a couple months and I just wanted something different for November. So in my chrysanthemum holder, I have Goose Creek candle in sugared cinnamon donut. Then over here on the other side, I have a Kringle country candle in, what is it, pumpkin cider donut. Now what's really interesting is both of these candles are pretty good on their own. I'm kind of like going back and forth between which one I prefer as far as scent wise, but they're both pretty good scents. Now in the tea light holders in my fireflies, I just have like some random tea lights that I wanted to burn up. I think in this set right here, I have Kringle spiced apple. And then on the other side, I have some Swan Creek tea lights that it came in this set called Pumpkin Patch, and it was basically a variety of their pumpkin scented candles, and it also had a couple apple ones in there. I think it was like spice cider or apple cider or something like that. And I didn't think it had honey soaked apples, but maybe it did, because I'm telling you, right now, all I can smell are the apple scented tea lights, which is shocking to me because, like I said, both candles on their own were pretty good. I mean, this room, every time I walked into it, smelled really, really yummy. And I was having a hard time deciding whether I liked the pumpkin cider donut or the sugared cinnamon donut, but right now all I can really smell is apple. So it was probably not the best choice of tea lights to put with these two candles. I probably should have just stuck with like a plain buttercream or something, but hey, that's what happened, you know. At least it smells in here. I mean, I'm surprised how strong these tea lights are. Seriously. Trying to see if I can figure out where. Yeah, I think it's from those Swan Creek tea lights, but the spiced apple from Kringle is strong too. It smells like apple in here. It doesn't smell like pumpkin or donuts. Oh, crazy. Okay, so over here in my lantern, of course, this is another Valerie pedestal. The ones in my bedroom were silver. This is the gold. And this is a very, very, very special candle that my friend Sandra sent to me. This is in one of her favorite scents. This is Illume Gilded Amber Leaf. And it's just a nice, it's warm, but it's hard to describe the scent. If you like amber type scents like Napa Valley Sun, you know, things along that line, you'll probably like this. Because I can definitely pick up the amber, but there's almost like a hint of a perfume note in here. And I was trying to look up the scent notes before I filmed the video, but for some reason I couldn't get on the Illume website. It just kept like zonking out on me. So I can't remember what the scent notes are in here. But it's just a nice, pleasant, soft background scent that I think is great for, you know, a bathroom, bedroom. And look at that holder. It's just like a clear holder with gold polka dots. So it's just so pretty, especially I think with the mercury, illuminated mercury glass. The two of them together are just stunning. So I don't save too many holders. And you can see it's got like these, is it 8-sided? I think so. This is one holder that I will try to save. And then on the counter, just because it's so dark out now, I wanted some more illumination. This is my fractal glass from Yankee. And this is also a Kringle Daylight in their scent Golden Cashmere, which is basically like a amber vanilla type scent. And actually this scent and the Illume, they're similar. They're not the same, but they're so close that I figured they worked well together in the same room. Okay, so on my stovetop, I actually have a couple candles. This is one I just started burning today. This is the first burn on this one. It's Pumpkin Caramel Swirl, which is my first time burning this candle, and I bought it because when they were burning in the store, it was so strong. I did not trim the wicks. It has been going for about 3 hours, and look at that. Yeah. Puny wick syndrome. Puny wick syndrome, people. I don't know. It smells delicious, but first burn, didn't trim the wicks. And then over here, I actually had this candle in a holder in my living room. This is pumpkin pie, but it's almost done, and I was afraid that it might go out while I was in the process of filming the video. So I decided to just stick it over here on the stove, and I replaced it with something else, which I'm kind of excited to be burning. Okay, so over here, I have two Swan Creek candles. They're both the same one. This is in the scent Allspice Pumpkin Custard. Now, last month I burned their Pumpkin Vanilla, and I mentioned that I was really excited to burn this one because I loved the Pumpkin Vanilla, and I thought I was going to like this one even more because it had the spice into it, because I do like, you know, some spicy pumpkin. But believe it or not, I actually think I like the Pumpkin Vanilla better. I think it threw a little bit better, but it could have been because I had it in a smaller room. But I don't know, just for some reason I just prefer the Pumpkin Vanilla. So now I know. I tried them both, and it's still doing nice. I've had no burn issues with it, you know, no performance issues. I can usually get a wax pull usually in about 3 hours, so it hasn't quite pulled out yet, but I trimmed the wicks today too. So I don't trim the wicks for this on every single burn, usually like every other burn. So I did trim the wicks before filming the video, so it's going to take probably a little bit longer, but it's been doing great. You know, performance has been great. I have the wax melts going in the same scent, but I think they're getting kind of old and losing their scent because I can't really smell it from my centerpiece warmer. Oh, you know what? I just looked over there and it's not even on. That's probably why. Okay, so I did change up my dining room table from last month. Last month I had the goblets, and then I remembered I had this beautiful mercury glass pumpkin from Yankee that came out, you know, what, 2 or 3 years ago, that they were selling for like dirt cheap. It was like if you made a purchase, you could get one for like $4 or something crazy like that. So I purchased a few of them, gave some away as gifts. So it's like, oh, I have to get out my pumpkin. So once again, this is on a mercury pedestal from Valerie, and I just added like a little frou-frou there to bring it into the fall. And then on my holders, I have red apple wreath, because frankly I don't have any more pumpkin voters. I had 2 that I used elsewhere, which you'll see, but I've been trying not to buy any votives. I've been trying not to buy tea lights. I've been trying not to buy candles. I'm trying to use what I got, so I didn't have any pumpkin. And I actually liked the way the red of the red apple wreath looks in these holders. It just gives it a nicer glow than if I'd used, you know, a cream colored candle like buttercream. So I decided to go with red apple wreath. And then I mentioned I had those tea lights from Swan Creek and Pumpkin Patch. So this is one of the tea lights. I don't know what scent it is. I mean, I couldn't tell. They had like vanilla pumpkin or pumpkin vanilla, pumpkin latte, something pumpkin caramel. I mean, it was whatever pumpkin scents they have. So it's just a random pumpkinness there. And then I actually did light up my wall whirly thing, and I was really shocked to find these tea lights because I was looking for tea lights today, and I thought I was just going to have to go with buttercream because I had a box of buttercream. And then I had one of my I have like those plastic storage cabinets that you can store things in, and one of the drawers was stuck, the bottom one, and I couldn't push it back in, so I had to like take everything apart, pull out the drawer, and then I was trying to figure out what was making it stuck. Nothing was making it stick. I don't know why it stuck, but in the very back of the drawer I found a box of tea lights in the scent Be Thankful. So I figured, oh, that's perfect. It's the week of Thanksgiving. It's perfect to use them now. And I have to say, I don't know if you can see, I was really worried because the tea lights were old. that they were going to burn terribly, because I've had performance issues with some of the Yankee Candle tea lights. Some of them burn perfect and some of them don't. And usually the majority of them are somewhere in between. I've had really awful ones where I can't even keep, the wicks lit. And I was afraid that was going to be the case with these because they were older. But look at that. That's a perfect wax pool on a tea light. Perfect. I swear, never have had this happen with a Yankee Candle tea light before, where it's just a perfect pool like that. I am really impressed. Very impressed. It looks gorgeous too. Okay, so over here I have my Twilight Silhouette. I'm still doing the Luminara in here because I don't really want to have candles burning here. And since I'm doing the video, I decided to light up my screen, which I really like. And again, random tea lights, some of the pumpkin patch tea lights from Swan Creek. And then I have some red apple wreath. And I don't know if you guys can see what's going on in here. There's red apple wreath, that's a Swan Creek. Red apple wreath, Swan Creek, red apple wreath. They seem like they're doing good. The Swan Creek ones look like they have a pretty high flame though. But yeah, after this month I will be putting this set away, and or maybe I can bring the screen out again in January because it is more like a winter type thing. But I do love that collection. And I do have the warmer going, as you can see. Yeah, it's that Swan Creek melt. I think they lost their scent. Okay, so over here, Luminara window candles in the back. And then this is where I had my pumpkin pie, and I switched it out for pumpkin pecan waffles. And this is the second burn. The first burn, I didn't trim the wicks, and it pulled out in like 15 minutes, and the wicks got crazy long. So I did trim the wick so it can burn a little bit slower. This thing is throwing like a beast. This is one of the first candles I got from Bath and Body Works. So this is the one that came out in the brown jar Thanksgiving morning. I think I got it 2 years ago. I didn't buy it this year, and I didn't buy it last year. So it was either 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, whenever that Color Glass collection came out. And then the votive holders are in red apple wreath. Okay, so over here you can see I used to have my Luminara candle on these holders, but this is my other sphere from Valerie. This is the medium one. And then I have the pumpkin holder from White Barn, and in here I have Yankee Candle pumpkin wreath. I have the same thing going on the other side, and this one actually did really well. And surprisingly, with two of them going in the same room, even with all the other stuff I had going on, I could smell them, which kind of shocked me because I've had such bad luck with some of the Yankees lately. But it did fairly well, even though it's a smooth wax. It threw so far, even though it's almost done. See, one of the things I don't like about the smooth wax candles, and I know a lot of you love the 2 wicks, I've always had an issue with the wicks moving. And yeah, you can fix it, but it can be dangerous if you're not paying attention and you let a candle go for a long time. So I've had no issues so far. It's not quite all the way done yet. It hasn't completely pulled out to the bottom, but it's almost there. I mean, a couple more days, this candle's done. But so far, the wicks haven't moved. I've had no issues with burning. It's actually been a really, really good performing candle. So I'm kind of happy I have it. And because I think I bought like 6 of them in the tumblers when I heard that they were discontinuing the scent. And I don't normally buy tumblers, so I'm glad that it's doing well. And this is a large globe. And in case, I got those beaded fruit candle rings from Valerie as well. And this is like the metal holder I got from Yankee like last year when they went on clearance. And it just fits the candle ring and the orb perfectly. I just really love how that looks. And of course, once again, on the other side, in my pumpkin holder, I have my other pumpkin wreath. So, yeah. That one wick, yeah, it looks like it's struggling a little bit because the wax isn't pulling out, but it'll correct itself. I've only lit, actually I just lit both of my pumpkin wreaths about half an hour ago, so they've barely gotten going. Okay, so over here on my candle cabinet, I actually have a lot going on. These two Luminara candles over here used to be on the pillars where the spheres are, and I just had no place else to put them, so I just stuck them there for now. So everything is pretty much Luminara except for in the goblets. I have Kringle Country Candle Daylights in Vanilla Cupcake. And in the Hurricanes, I have Yankee Candle Pure Radiance in Ginger Pumpkin. Now, I have to say, for the most part, my Ginger Pumpkin has been doing really, really well. But I did trim the wicks too short. I swear, I always do that when I film my video. I do know how to trim wicks, people, but for some reason, you know, because it's Sunday, I usually film my videos on Sunday. And sometimes, you know, I've let things go during the week because I'm busy. So I always like to make sure all my candles are cleaned up and ready to go for the week. So everything gets a really good trimming on Sunday. So sometimes it doesn't work out for the video. Once again, that's the Daylight in Vanilla Cupcake, which I've had pretty good luck with most of the Kringle Daylights that I've tried. You know, Vanilla Cupcake on its own, surprisingly for vanilla scent, did fairly well, but it's a great blender scent. But you're about to see another Daylight that with Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is like a marriage made in heaven. And it is sitting before you on this table. Man, I can't talk today. I have in here Coffee Shop. Now, I am not a big coffee candle person. I like to drink coffee, but as far as my candles go, it's like just not one of the scents that I would normally pick. And if I was going to burn a coffee scent, it would be like in the colder months when I do bakery, because that's about the only time I really do bakery, is, you know, when we get into fall and winter. So Melissa and my candle groups swore this was a fabulous scent, through strong. So I decided to try it in the Daylights, and I am so glad I did. I did not get the large jar, but I would consider it. It's just a really nice, strong coffee scent, and it pairs perfectly with that pumpkin pecan waffle sitting over there. The two scents together, like I said, they're a marriage made in heaven. So what we have going on here is this is a Mercury Glass Pedestal from Valerie, and I have the Barrow Shade from Yankee. And as you can see, the Daylight just sits on top of the pedestal like that. And the Barrow Shade fits on it perfectly. So I just really love the way that looks because it looks like a little buffet lamp or something. Same thing going on the other side. In my votive holders, I have, in the Twilight Silhouette, I have my last two votives in pumpkin wreath. And then in the fractal holders, I have, oh, what do I have? What do I have in there? Oh, those are the tea lights from Swan Creek. I don't know what scent they are. Some kind of pumpkin-y scent. But, yeah, that's what I have going on in there. And then this holder, I have Goose Creek. This is in the scent Pumpkin Toasty Toddy. And this is in their pumpkin jar. Now, I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed that Goose Creek did not come out with the large centerpiece pumpkins this year. I'm not quite sure why they did that, but they didn't. Fear not, I do have a few. Last year when they went on clearance, I bought a few of them. So I know I have at least one Pumpkin Toasty Toddy. I have a couple other scents. I think I have maybe 3 of the pumpkins left. I was going to burn one this month, but I just decided because I didn't come out with the pumpkins again this year, I decided to kind of hang on to the ones I have until next year, because I was originally planning on giving a couple of them as gifts. So now I'm like reevaluating, do I want to give them as gifts or keep them for myself? So I decided not to burn any of my pumpkins until I figured out what I was going to do there. So I did have some of the pumpkin jars, and you know, the scent though is a lot stronger when you have a giant pumpkin with 4 wicks. It's like, it's doing okay in this format, but I don't like it as much as when I had my giant pumpkin. So I know I have at least one in this scent, so I'll definitely be keeping that one for myself. Then my quandary is what to do with the other 2 I have. Do I keep them for myself or give them away as I had initially planned? So we'll see what I do with that. So anyway, I'm really happy with what I have going on this month. I mean, for the most part, everything is throwing fairly well. I mean, for the most part, my house smells yummy. And I did manage to simplify but still keep all my points of light in the places that I want them to be. But I've definitely cut down on the maintenance. As you can see on my coffee table, I've had my my 2 votive candelabras sitting on my coffee table for the last 2 years, if not 3 years. And as much as I loved it, it was high maintenance. I mean, I was going through, between that and my other votive holders, I literally went through a box of votives a week, and that means cleaning out all the votive holders. It's a lot of work. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put them away for now because I want to do something different. I want to kind of simplify. And between the tea lights and the day lights, I've been able to still have my sparkling lights everywhere, but I've cut down on some of the maintenance, which is a good thing because now I can actually sit and enjoy my candles more rather than having to always trim wicks, clean out holders. You know, it's a lot of work, people, to keep this kind of candle burning going. But I'm really enjoying it now, and now that the days are getting colder, it's nice to be nice and cozy at home with my candles. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.